Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Lesson number 1, part B. So we start the alphabet. The easiest way of tackling the alphabet is to divide it into similarly shaped letters. For example, here are two groups of similar letters. The only difference between them is the dots and signs around the basic shape. Jim, the letter Jim, the letter He, the letter He, the letter C, Che, the letter C, the letter Z, the letter B, the letter P, the letter T, the letter T, the letter C. When these letters join to other letters, they change their shape. The most common change is that they lose their tails. Read from right to left. He plus B is equal to Hab. T plus Jim, Taj. Because letters change their shape like this, they have an initial, a medial, middle, and a final form. For example, the letter Jim changes like this. At the beginning of a word, initial, in the middle of word, medial, and at the end of word, final. Pashto has 40 letters and no capital letters. Pashto reads right to left. Pashto is written in joined up writing. The tail is generally chopped off before joining the next letter. A few letters change their shapes completely depending on where they fall in a word. For example, the letter He changed like this at initial, this shape, medial, this shape, final, this shape. In addition, there are 10 letters which never join to the letter following to their left and so hardly change shape at all. These are Vav, Alif, Dal, Dal, Zal, Re, Re, Z, J, Ge. You will find more details of how the individual letters change their shape in the table. The table is here at the end, but first I have to follow the chronological order. So, formation of words. We can use the principles of joining letters to form words. So, for example, the Pashto word for hotel is similar to English and written like this: He plus Vav plus T plus Lam, hotel. The Pashto word for sock, Jurab, contains 3 non-joining letters and is written like this: Jim plus Vav plus Re plus Alif plus P, Jurab. You may have noticed that in hotel the E seems to be missing from the script. In modern Pashto, some short vowels are not written as a part of the main script. It is possible to add signs above and below the script to represent these vowels, but they are not usually included in modern Pashto. So the writing is similar to English shorthand, where we might write B and K instead of bank. Ho. Pashto letters have an initial, medial, middle and final form depending on their position in the word. Many Pashto letters similarly lose their tails for the medial and final form. These things must be remembered. This is sort of repeating. A few letters change their shape completely. 10 letters don't join to the letter after and hardly change at all. Some short vowels are not usually included in modern Pashto. Pronunciation tips. This video has simplified some aspects of pronunciation in order to emphasize the basics. Don't worry at this stage about being precisely correct. The other letters in a word will help you to be understood. Many Pashto letters are pronounced in a similar way to their English equivalents, but here are a few that need special attention. Te, dal, li, noon, ne. This is like noon but not noon. This is ne. The loop below indicates an emphatic version of the letter or nasal in the case of ne. They are shown as a double letter in the pronunciation except at the beginning of a word. Ghain, pronounced in the throat like the French or as in rule. Basically it is written, so I am pronouncing, and you can also try this. Or ru, khe, pronounced like the ch in the Yiddish chutzpah, or the German chin bech. Chin is pronounced as she in some Pashto dialects. J, a soft J, pronounced like the French J is in bonjour. A feature of Pashto is that a single sound can be represented by two or more letters in much the same way as we can spell the sound K with either a K. Kettle or a cat, C, cat. In consequence, the sound S, for example, can be written as Sin, Thi, or Sod, and the sound Z as She, Zal, Z, Wad, or Z. There are 9 letters that only appear in Arabic loan words and are relatively uncommon. Twe, Zwe, Sod, Dwad, Thi, Ain, He, Dal, Qaf. Their distinctive Arabic pronunciation have disappeared in the Pashto language. However, still I am pronouncing it like Arabic just because of the tajweed. Summary of the Pashto alphabet. The table below shows all the Pashto letters in the 3 position with the Pashto letter name followed by the sound. Remember that this is just for reference and you shouldn't accept to take it all at once. If you know the basic principles of how the Pashto scripts works, you will slowly come to recognize the individual letters. So here is it. Alif, B, P, T, T, Se, Jim, He, Khe, Che, Tse, Je, Dal, Dal, Zal, Re, Le, Ze, Ye, Ge, Sin, Shin, Khin, Sad, Zad, Twe, Zwe, Ain, Ghain, Fe, Qaf, Kaf, Gaf, Lam, Mim, Noon, Ne, Vav, He, Ye. Any vowel when at the beginning of a word and also in medial and final position. Note the special combination when alif is written after lam alif la, as in las, meaning hand. Ne never starts a word. Ne, this one. Where is it? This one shouldn't be used at starting of a word. This one. This. Ye can also be written at the end of a word with additional symbol above or below, the most common of which is final stroke ye, which is pronounced as ye as in hey. So the first lesson of Pashto alphabets has been completed. Hope so you have understand it, but if you face any difficulty you can comment and I will repeat this lesson in a different manner, or you can separately ask those questions from me, so feel free to ask. Fi amanillah, the Allah pa aman.